Hey there, curious one. Welcome to Between the Frames. I'm your narrator, Mara Vale, part storyteller, part mystery enabler, part person who talks to herself in candlelight far too often. Here we dive into the strange, the eerie, the wait, is this real kind of stories that hide between dusty photo albums and forgotten journal pages. So cozy up, let the wind howl, and enjoy today's story, even if it wasn't meant to be remembered, because the most haunting stories are the ones hiding between the frames. In 1982, a small radio station in eastern Finland picked up an unregistered signal at exactly 4:03 a.m. The broadcast lasted just under 2 minutes. It was made up of 3 distinct sounds: a burst of static, a woman speaking numbers in German, and then a melody. The melody matched no known composition, yet it felt strangely familiar, like a lullaby you might have heard in a dream but couldn't place. At first, no one noticed. The world was too busy watching the Cold War play out on televisions. But for one man, a former intelligence analyst named Henrik Valtteri, the signal was a waking nightmare. Because he had heard the melody before. Not on tape, not on the radio, in a facility that didn't exist. Deep under the Arctic Circle, in a Soviet structure known only in classified circles as Vault Arc 7, or as Henrik once whispered in a debriefing, the Arc Vault. In 1976, Henrik had been assigned as a joint observer under a covert Nordic-Soviet intelligence agreement. His clearance gave him access to the Arc Vault, a listening station embedded into the rock beneath the Barents Sea. The mission? Monitor anomalous atmospheric signals. But what they were really listening for wasn't weather. It was human. According to the logs, Arc 7 had been intercepting broadcasts for nearly 11 years. Voices in unknown languages, repeating coordinates that didn't appear on any map, names of people who didn't seem to exist. And once every 2 months, the melody. One of the engineers, a linguist named Kirill, believed the melody was some form of key, a sonic passcode encoded in emotion, not logic. He theorized that those who understood it emotionally could unlock memories not yet lived, memories from the future. Henrik dismissed it as nonsense until the day Kirill vanished. Just after playing the melody in reverse. All that remained in his bunk was a photograph. 5 people standing in front of Vault Arc 7, but only 3 of those people had ever been assigned there. 2 were complete strangers. Their names, later discovered in a 1942 German field journal, were listed as presumed dead in the Black Forest. Henrik left the facility 6 days later, under orders. The site was sealed, forgotten. And for 6 years, the melody didn't surface again, until that morning in 1982. Henrik, long retired and living in Helsinki, heard about the intercepted broadcast through an old contact. The numbers, the voice, the melody, it was the same. The same exact audio Kirill had once played backward. Henrik acquired a copy of the broadcast tape. He digitized it, analyzed the waveform. At the 87-second mark, beneath the melody, something new. A voice, low, obscured by static, slowed down. He ran filters. It was his voice, repeating one phrase: "Do not go back to the vault." He hadn't said those words. Not yet. He didn't sleep for 3 days. On the 4th, someone knocked at his door. A woman, mid-30s, American accent, wearing a coat with no tags. "Mr. Valtteri," she said. "You've been hearing it again, haven't you? Who are you?" "It's starting earlier this time," she replied. "We need your help." She showed him a photograph. It was the same photo from Kirill's bunk. But this time, Henrik was in the picture too. And he looked 20 years older. The woman asked him to come with her. Where? Back to Arc 7, or what's left of it. What followed was never confirmed. There were reports of seismic activity near the Barents Shelf, a brief advisory for civilian vessels in the area. One fishing trawler claimed to see a light under the ocean, described as a second sunrise. But no official statement was released. Henrik Valtari was never seen again. But 6 months later, the same radio station that picked up the original signal received a final transmission. Just static. And then the melody. But this time, at the very end, something else. The voice of the woman. He remembered. It's closed now. To this day, no one knows who made the broadcast. No records of Vault Arc 7 exist. But some say, if you tune a shortwave radio between 4:02 and 4:06 a.m., beneath the static, you can still hear it. That strange, impossible melody. The key to a future we were never meant to remember.